So this is the second part, the fork rebuild. I've fitted everything dry. It's all clean, it's all dry, just to make sure the threads are still good and everything fits. So I should just run you through the rebuilding of it. Just clean it all up. These, the spring part, has got this little knobbly bit that will fit in directly opposite the drain bolt inside, so 180 degrees. I'll try and show you. There you go. There's a little dimple where that fits, which is obviously really, really easy. So goes there, it goes there. It's at the top. I found it easy to hold it upside down. Let's go straight in. Look at that. Is it? Yep. Let's just have a look at the light. Yep. Now we've got to get the bolt in. Bolty, bolty, bolt. Bolty, bolty, bolt. I've put a copper washer on the bolt just so to help it seal. Whiz it up. Once these are all clamped up in place on the bike, I can hold it and give everything a final nip up. Damaging anything. I've pre-measured the oil, 130 mils. I'm using, because I'm not entirely sure of the weight, I'm using ATF, automatic transmission fluid, which is a common fork oil, admittedly in Japanese bikes which are far, far lighter. But I'm using a light oil because these have been apart for a while, they've been blasted off. Squirted them out with brake cleaner and an airline, but I'm just going to give it a few miles, and the light oil, nice and squashy, should give everything a washing out and a good flush. So I shall just give everything a slight splodging of grease. Grease isn't a problem in forks in the insides, it'll just get dissolved by the oil, it's no biggie. Slide that in. Don't push it all the way in because they will stick in the bottom, and as much as you, even if you just gently seat it down, trying to get it apart is a pig. The fork seal holder is one I made earlier. It's got a deep thread and a shallow thread where this ledge is. It's got all sorts of funny cutouts and stuff. Fork seal will sit in the shallow part, just sits in there, butts up against that ledge with a curved washer. Make sure everything is clean. The washer isn't exactly flat, see, and that goes convex, concave, convex, bottle glass, glass bottle. Like that. That's your fork seal holder. It's got a little fibre gasket in there. Again, that's going to have grease on it, it's not a problem. I'm not going to do it up. If you do it up really tight, it's going to push the fork seal in to the fork leg. So I'm just going to hold it in place. Can't see that there. Right, this is the interesting bit. Top hat, O-ring, it's quite a snug. This O-ring sits in that groove. But even though I'm going to put a bit of grease on it, just to stop it getting chewed up. It will roll out of that groove. So what we're going to have to do, gently, down square, so it's rolled up. Might be able to see that, you might not. So with an assortment of screwdrivers, the wider head and the fatter head the better, but the wider and fatter head you're going to get, the bigger shaft you're going to get, and it's not going to fit in this little gap. So just turn it on the, don't push it directly perpendicular with the O-ring, try and turn it and just gently roll it down. It's got to go past all those threads. Just gently, without cutting it, breaking it. And in a minute this will be too wide to go down. About now, it's too wide. So get a much smaller one. Now this one is obviously much sharper. So be careful. Gently, gently. Now the grease is all round it, it's starting to roll quite nicely. Just do little bits at a time. You can see it, feel it going into the groove in a minute. Like that. Just make sure. And you'll see that it's all like a uniform gap all the way around. Got a little bit of grease on there. This fork leg has seen better days. It worked. The bit that goes around the seal is very smooth and flat. The bits that bolt around the clamps, the top, this cone shape will go into the top clamp, and about there, maybe there, goes into the bottom clamp. So the felt washer is just going to slide over there. Give it a little twist. Look at that. Slidey. Even though it's going on nice and square, just make sure that you don't cross thread it. Oh, put it up. Whiz. Again, once all this is clamped up, I can get a bar or something in there just to, I'm going to use a strap wrench. I haven't got one yet, but it's the only thing I can think of. I've got a C-spanner, but now that this has been plastic coated, these holes have been taken up. Quite a bit of plastic, and putting a metal C-spanner here is just going to do a bit of damage. So I'm going to do a bit of that. We'll put the drain screw in, stainless steel Allen bolt with a washer. Nice and square. Nip it up. Extend that so that now I can get my oil in. I'll try and do it on camera. It will fill up quickly. Whoop. Let the air bubbles blub, blub, blub. Let's see a fast forwarding bit coming on here. So that won't be in there for that long, just to get bounced around, loosen up any bits and pieces that are in there, dissolve in the grease, and then I can just dump it all out. I shall fit these later on when I've got my strap wrench. And these big old rubber boys, they go, they're like a spacer. They just fit inside that, the fork shroud that I showed you with the ears on it that hold the headlamp. They just take up the gap between the fork shroud and that, otherwise it'll be ringing like a bell. So that is fork legs on the Dnepr. Thanks for watching. Spasibo большое.